to another in real ghost legend. Today I'm going to be talking about the roommate's death. It's also known as the roommate's death. It's called "Aren't You Glad You Didn't Turn on the Light?" So let's get started. Two dorm mates in college were in the same science class. The teacher had just reminded them about the midterm the next day when one dorm mate, let's call her Julie, got asked to this big bash by the hottest guy in school. The other dorm mate, Meg, had pretty much no interest in going, and being a diligent student, she took notes on what the midterm was about. After the enter period of flirting with her date, Julie was totally unprepared for a test, while Meg was completely prepared for a major study date with her books. At the end of the day, Julie spent hours getting ready for the party while Meg started studying. Julie tried to get Meg to go, but she was insistent that she would study and pass the test. The girls were rather close, and Julie didn't like leaving Meg alone to be bored while she was out having a blast. Julie finally gave up, using the excuses that she would cram in homeroom the next day. Julie went to the party and had the time of her life with her date. She headed back to the dorm around 2 a.m. and decided not to wake Meg. She went to bed nervous about the midterm and decided she would wake up early to ask Meg for help. She woke up and went to wake Meg. Meg was lying on her stomach, apparently sound asleep. Julie rolled over to reveal Meg's terrified face. Julie, concerned, turned on the desk lamp. Meg's study stuff was still open and had blood all over it. Meg had been slaughtered. Julie, in horror, fell to the floor and looked up to see, written on the wall in Meg's blood, "Aren't you glad you didn't turn on the light?" Here's another one. I heard about a girl who went back to her dorm room one late night to get her books before heading to her boyfriend's room for the night. She entered but did not turn on the light. Knowing that her roommate was sleeping, she stumbled around the room in the dark for several minutes, gathering books, clothes, toothbrush, etc. before finally leaving. The next day she came back to her room to find it surrounded by police. They asked if she lived there. She said yes. They took her into the room and then written blood on the wall were the words, "Aren't you glad you didn't turn on the light?" Her roommate was being murdered while she was getting her things. And that's the In Real Ghost Story legend.